That's what we see Jay-Z has done. That's what we see Puff has done. The music don't become how you pay the bills. It's a lot of pressure off of it. You got other things bringing in income, you can make music.
This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face. Like what the fuck is going on? Who told you that song and did you know all along? And why did your bitch sell that painting 2 weeks after he was gone? I'ma tell you what it feels like. It feels a little fishy. Feels like something's going on ever since that John Legend song and Khaled's prediction of a Grammy. If you ask me, I can't stand him. Seems a little weird. Question number 1, why's there no blood? Question number 2, Sam left in the AM is true, but you're talking about the shits all up in the afternoon. Don't trip, we're gonna find out the truth soon. Who did what to who? Did they plan to eat the chili fries or was it just a surprise? Can you see the lies of witness in a cowboy's eyes? Are we gonna just sit here and forget? Are we gonna ride like Nip said? It's a little weird that the judge quit. Handing out immunities like candy makes me sick. I got a lot of unanswered questions like, why's the footage all grit and I can't see shit? Who the fuck is that white man in that white BMW? Probably was the FBI. Yeah, I noticed that white guy, and I noticed the car wasn't in the pictures when they showed them afterwards. They thought we would forget. They got that shit backwards. They weren't expecting me to drop this track and raise all these questions with my Mac words. I'm really mobbing through LA smoking backwoods. I've been doing this shit all my life. TMC, AMI. You might just see an empty parking lot when you ride by. Well, me, I see way more. I see an independently owned store. I see the community taking power back, whether you're white, Mexican, Asian, or black. As long as you're not blue. Good ones, there might be a few, but from my life experience, I'm like, fuck that. I'm not defending Eric, but what's the fucking delay? They requested a quick trial, it's been over 800 days. They try to distract us in so many clever, creative ways. Yeah, you got your Grammy, and now you're a billionaire. But what about the families that are still living there? Seems a little unfair, just a little something to compare. I never seen a fireman wearing a bulletproof vest. Yes, the shit to me seems a little suspect. The shit's a little weird. Crisis actors taking away our fathers, making our child some bastards, killing creative men and women for their masters. The waves that Nip wrote in, you didn't know it began. A bunch of new chapters. You didn't think about what would happen after. We would put the pieces together on your transparent bullshit. I can see right through it, like the clear blue sky in the LA sunny weather, where the palm trees swing side to side and we ride together on a white horse or a double R hearse in a foreign car. Either way, you gotta be on guard because they're on tap for anyone who's brown or black with tats. Everybody sees it, but nobody wants to attack. It's sad if you ask. We all gotta blast back. We're in the game, but we can't touch the ball. Seems a little unfair if you ask me, that's all. So take your ignorant ass to YouTube and type in Tanika Views to get the real news. We're doing the shit for justice, not views. Sharing knowledge and coming together, that's the real tool. He tried to lead us to the lake, so don't sleep on the knowledge that he gave to me and you. He wanted us to learn from his mistakes, so with our new knowledge, good decisions we could make. And also one thing I wanted to say myself, they killed Dr. Sebi because he was teaching health. Assassins, they come in all shapes and sizes, big booties, hips and thighs. Oh, you're Diddy's girl, right? Oh yeah, John Legend, some things happen at your video shoot. I got a couple questions for you. All those strings you pulled, you still can't make a rap hit. You punk ass little bitch, you probably got a little dick. All the shit that you have to did. This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face. This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face.
What up, chat? What's up, everybody in the chat? What it is. That you guys can make it out. We have, of course, some good people in the chat, but let me say this before we even get started. Definitely, everything on the show is alleged, and it's used for entertainment, spiritual, religious, and educational purposes. So tonight, we got first up, Lucius 071, and you off the road at home. Brother, I know how you feel, man. Yeah. Now it's time to take that 36. I'll take an extra day if you need one. We got Breezy B. We got Arvidus Cat Fire. We got, of course, Darren Johnson. You see the link down there, Darren, if you're the same one I think it is. Definitely. Salute to you. And Ann Hall, good to hear from you, Ann Hall. All right, no doubt. Catafire. There you go. I got that there. I hope everybody had a wonderful Sunday. That's for sure. Hope y'all had a wonderful Sunday, that you enjoyed yourself, because I certainly enjoyed mine. That is for sure. I enjoyed mine. I hope everybody else enjoyed theirs as well too. Nothing like it. Nothing like it. I mean, absolutely. I got something important got to do tomorrow, but I'm gonna be having fun doing that as well too. So y'all, get your rest and all of those wonderful things, and get ready for the Monday morning blues. The Monday morning blues. I promise you, I won't be having the Monday morning blues. I may be listening to the blues, but it won't be Monday morning blues. LA 65. What's up, LA 65 in the building?
What's cracking? What's cracking? What's cracking?
You got the best hand if I had yours. I trade mine in. What's going on, brother? What's on your mind?
Well, I mean, there's so much on my mind, man. We got so much happening all at one time, and then it seems like it swings back and forth. Like now, I got a feeling that they're gonna try to bring up the case. You know what I mean, with whack and everything. But it seemed like
Yeah,
we were just
bro.
going back and forth, man.
That is a real possibility from what I'm being told. And that judge gave out some pretty powerful clues, but I mean, it was overshadowed because, we had the unfortunate loss of Rich Homie Quan. And so while that was going on, people wasn't paying attention to what was said in Vegas. And that's why we want to bring it back because,
He's too much information.
uh, uh,
Yeah, I was sorry. I was talking to him. I'm sorry
okay.
about that.
Yeah, because she said some pretty interesting things that I had never heard before. In fact, I had actually talked to a lawyer to kind of see the language she was talking when she stated that he was not going to bond out, even though the bond had been set twice. And the reason for him not being bonded out was not because he was a flight risk or not because they weren't scared he was going to come to court, but she smelled a cover up with the person who was posting the bond. And of course, that is WACK 100. That is a powerful statement for a judge to say um, in, in the public like that. And the holder man, even though his bond has been posted, but she's saying the person who's posting the bond could be conspiring in a cover up. She smells a cover up. What do you think? Whack covering up, man. Okay, well, we lost him, that's for sure. But any of you who want to appear, you'll see the link down at the bottom. You can appear up here. Of course, your views are definitely welcome on the Tanique Reviews show. I'm sure we all got a lot to say about this because I can't think of anybody who don't love Tupac. I can't think of anybody in their right mind who don't appreciate the music and the stuff that he gave us in the short time that he had to give it with us. I'm for one of those people who still believe he's alive or lived. I don't know everything that's happened in COVID. I don't know about now, but I believe that he got out of that hospital. That's just me personally speaking. If you don't want me to believe it, then just show me a picture of him dead, a legitimate one. All the people who talk ain't never showed it to you. They want you to take their word for everything, but they presented little evidence. And any of you know by now, if anybody had any credible evidence that Tupac Shakur was dead, they would have showed it. We've seen Michael Jackson. We've seen Whitney Houston. We've seen Prince laying by the elevator. We've seen Elvis Presley. We've seen Kurt Cobain. There isn't anybody who was famous. Some of these people were famous long before Tupac was. And we've seen everybody, Aretha Franklin. I mean, you go on and on and on and on and on. But why is it that with all of the technology, even we had back then, there were 45 millimeter cameras, they still had spy stores. Nobody can show you a legitimate picture of Tupac dead. Everybody who's been involved with it has lied. We heard that they smoked his ashes. Then we heard that they buried his ashes by Shock G out at the water. Then we heard that Afeni Shakur sprinkled the ashes in Stone Mountain. I mean, how much ash do you get? I mean, I've seen cremations happen, and really you don't get but 5 bones, and then they cremate those, and then they just dig in soot and just give you a bunch of soot in there. That soot could be the last 4 people that they cremated, but nevertheless, there's a bunch of different stories that never happened, and the people who said it had to fess up. Well, they thought that that's what they were doing, and I'm like, okay, that's not good enough. So the point is, you don't ever have to try and convince me that he's not alive. Convince me that he's dead by showing me the coroner didn't know what he was doing, didn't know who he was cremating. The guy who did the cremation has never came forward, as Suge said. Has never came forward, as Suge said. So all these people who want you to believe it are people who want you to just take their word for it, and yet none of them, even very few of them, ever even seen him when he was in the hospital. And most of the people described somebody other than Tupac. They didn't know who it was because the swelling and stuff was so bad. There were body doubles. There's a lot of conflicting stuff here. What you think about that, man? LA, you there? Okay, well, LA's not there. So there's a lot of conflicting stuff. Darren says it's ironic that they just showed a YouTube reel of WACK.100 and Haitian Jack celebrating Wack's most recent birthday. Yeah, Wack's been in a lot of stuff, man, and chasing a lot of stuff going on with Jay Prince and all of that stuff, messing around with Larry Hoover and all of that stuff. It's like, I don't know what it is that he's chasing, but the book says, seek and you shall find. Knocking, the door will be open. You know, and so you're gonna eventually find whatever it is you're looking for. To me, I thought the guy was a manager and was going to be, managing artists, but his artist Blueface, I think, got like 4 years in the penitentiary, and another girl, she got some time in the penitentiary. So I don't see him doing much managing. I just see him going around on shows talking about issues that really are not even connected to him. But for whatever his reason is, I don't think this was a good thing to do. He decided to burn Keefy D out, or somebody had him decide to burn Keefy D out. And the judge in this trial did not allow it to happen. And her reasons for not allowing it to happen are unusual. Usually people tell you, okay, you denied bond and they're not going to let you out because you're a flight risk. You're not going to go to court, or because they suspect some danger and things of that nature. But none of that was the issue. She said the issue was she felt like the person putting the bond up for Keefy D Davis was in, or could be in some involved with some sort of cover up. What would they be covering up? And that to me is huge. You're not going to let a guy out because they could cover up. Could they cover up the crime, the shooting into the BMW? Could they what I mean, just let it fall in your imagination. What could they be covering up so bad that a judge would deny an individual uh, bond? Lucia say here, what's up, Lush? You want to come on the show? You see the paper down there. You see the link down there. You can come on, man, and tell me what you think about this, especially now that you're off. What I mean, why would a judge come out right up under you as a link? Why would a judge come out and say that she's denying this guy's bond because the person who put the bond up could be involved with some sort of cover up? And also with one of the bonds, because 2 bonds were sent, was, but definitely the person's name raised red flags. I'm trying to figure out why there's nobody talking about this, because I think it's incredible. I know everybody's a little hurt over Rich Homie Quan, but we've been covering this for the longest, and I think it's worth examining to take a look and see what's really going on here. So let's take a look at um, what was actually going on. So up on this past week, The judge again ordered Dwayne Davis to remain behind bars in the Tupac Shakur murder case. So, despite somebody putting up his bond, her orders was Dwayne Davis is going to be behind bars, despite the fact that he has stage 4 cancer and a host of other things. She's decided no, he's going to stay behind bars. Also, it says a judge on Tuesday, it was this past Tuesday again, rejected a request to free an ailing former Los Angeles area gang leader accused in the 1996 killing of hip hop star Tupac Shakur, saying she suspects a cover up related to the sources of this bond. So she's telling you, and here you can see it, that she is suspecting that they're plotting a cover up. Hey, TT baby, what's up? TT baby one in the building. What cover up is she suspecting, and what could they be covering up? Just think about that for a second. The judge is denying this guy bond because she suspects the people who are trying to bond him out are participating in a cover up. And yet, I look at people all up and down social media. They're talking to WACK.100, but nobody's asking them why the judge think he may be involved with trying to cover up something in the Tupac Shakur shooting. And you got to be wondering, like, how is this affecting Suge with the fact that, you know, it was this whole ordeal in 1996 that really was the beginning of the end for his record label. And he brought WACK.100 in 2003 to kind of hold Death Row down until he can get out of jail. Lucius071 says they probably going to, yeah. I don't think they will have to do that to Keefy D in jail because the guy really does have stage 4 cancer and he really is ailing and fighting for his life. And they don't give you the kind of treatment that you should get treated in jail. They don't even really care. So just being there, not being able to get the treatment that he's been getting all this long time, they ain't got to do nothing. And it seems like that's what they're trying to do to me. They're trying to keep him behind bars because they know he's sick and he can't continue, um, you know, that kind of fight with a very serious, incurable disease like that without the appropriate treatment. So that would probably do it by itself, you know. And so we got our boy Cypress in the building. What's up, Cypress?
What's going on, Sneak and the
Ain't
family?
nothing too tough, man. We trying to figure out here. Everybody got caught up in Rich Homie Quan dying, and everybody pretty much missed the news uh, that the judge in Las Vegas said that she was not letting Keefy D out because even though he got bond, he had two people wanting to bond him out too. They're all related to WACK.100, but she said she smelt that the person who was sending the bond was plotting a cover up. What could Wack be wanting to cover up, and why would he put his name involved with an investigation that the feds are definitely in? And why would the judge say she suspects a cover up? She got to have more information, of course, than we got. But she said, no, he's not getting out of jail because there's a cover up being plotted. What could Wack be covering up?
I don't know. Probably the real killer.
Oh, wow, that's heavy. So you think Wack knows who actually did the job?
I think by now he do.
I hear you think by now what?
I think by now he do.
Yeah. So how could he cover it up if they got the evidence?
Because somebody is getting him the bond, trying to bond him out. And the judge is ain't stupid. She know what's a third party involved in it.
It is weird to me that um a blood is trying to bond out a crip.
Right. Like what interest is it of yours to bond him out?
Exactly. I mean, I don't get it. I thought the guy was producing music. No, he's trying to bond out criminals. And the judge flagged somebody's name on the second time he tried to bond him out and said this person had definitely nothing to do with the trial. That's one of the reasons she just flat out right denied bond. Period.
Mm.
TT Baby said, hey, Cypress.
Hey, how you doing, TT baby? What's going on?
So that's what we was reading. I read it again so you can get a look at it. So, he said a judge on Tuesday again rejected a request to free an ailing former Los Angeles area gang leader accused in the 1996 killing of hip hop star Tupac Shakur, saying she suspects a cover up related to the sources of the bond. That's what that bottom part says. She suspects a cover up. She said, I have a sense that the things are trying to be covered up, Kearney said, adding that she was left with more questions than answers after receiving two identical letters, apparently from the entertainment company that music record executive Cash WACK.100 Jones works for. So she became suspect of even the $1 million company that was putting the money up for WACK.100 to bond Keefy D up. What you think about that, man?
I got an idea who could be behind that.
Go ahead and say it, bro. You ain't never been shy. You solved Young Dolph murder.
I got an idea. I got an idea. I just don't want to.
Go
But
ahead and say it.
I got an idea of who could be behind that.
Give us an idea. Go ahead.
I think I think it was maybe some former security
Oh,
could be
uh,
behind that.
yeah. Boy, I don't know. So many people saying the same thing. So you think that you thinking that a Compton police officer is trying to get whacked to bun out Keefy D?
Yeah,
Former?
but then again, I think you trying to downplay it like you ain't got nothing to do with it.
You know, something always bothered me. As I said, and I'll say it again, losing Tupac was the worst thing that could have happened to Suge Knight and anybody else who was working for Death Row. So after everybody took these massive losses, all of these police investigations, secret FBI agents, why would they want to get Keefy D out on bond if it wasn't to get him out and kill him?
I don't see no other reason. But here was the thing: the judge already got all the judge already got everything, man. They just sitting and waiting.
Okay, then I got another question for you. Keefy D has always stated that he never shot anybody. Now, if they were charging Keefy D with accessory to murder, that would make more sense to me. But they're charging Keefy D with murder.
Well, that because whoever was that was involved was in the commission of a crime, and by him putting himself there, he could be charged with murder as everybody else did.
I
That's
like
how.
that you. I
That's
like
how.
that you said that. That's right. That's right. Go ahead and finish.
So he really put himself in a bad spot to be at almost 60 years old and then death. He put himself
That
in a
stage
bad
4
spot.
cancer.
Right. You put yourself in a bad spot.
So, what do you think, personally speaking? Do you think, he had anything to do with it? Because I'm gonna tell you how I feel. What do you think?
I don't think he was a shooter, but I think maybe he was a co-conspirator because if he wasn't, they and the police didn't think he wasn't, it wouldn't be in the paperwork.
Okay, so let's go with your theory. Let's say he was allegedly a conspirator. Then why hasn't Puffy been arrested yet? We know for sure we got an eyewitness in New York, Gene Deal, who said he saw the check that came from Eric Von Zip, from Puffy.
But
to-
but 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 here was the thing: with Zip being there, she can't prove that the check came from Puff now. The Zip and see, they let everybody die out. All the parts die out of this thing.
or you can prove that check came from Puffy, bro, because you had to cash it somewhere.
I
That check,
don't. I
that check.
me personally, I don't think Puff had nothing to do with it.
Well, that's been Keefy D's story.
Yeah, I think
That's the story that he was riding for Greg Kading. He was riding the story that they killed uh Pac because there was a hit on Pac and they would do $1 million. And also, this is what led to Biggie dying. Maybe that's what Suge meant by if you saw one, you saw the other. You know, they went to the Peterson Museum to press Puffy for money. And Puffy told him he couldn't do it because the FBI was all around.
well, he was. I don't think. I don't think the Southside Crip did that. I always thought the police were behind both of them. That's why I should say you saw one, you saw the other, you saw both. And
Absolutely. I believe what Russell Poole said. So I'm gonna tell you something else. There is another person in play here that everybody's tending to forget about. Let's see what he said. Hold on one second. Okay. According to this, and it's sitting there right in front of your face, Suge Knight says he will not testify. This is from the San Francisco Chronicles against Tupac Shakur's suspected killer in court. He's saying he's not going to testify against Keith Davis. Look what he says. There were only two people in the car. Knight, who is serving a 28-year sentence at the Richard J. Donovan Correctional Facility in San Diego for involuntarily manslaughter, told TMZ on Monday, October 2nd, Pac's not going to tell the story. I ain't going to tell the story, but I can tell you this. I never had nothing bad to say about Orlando because he was not the shooter. It wasn't Anderson. So that's all I got to say. Now, that's pretty bold. How are you going to convict Keefy D when the person who got grazed in the head is telling you that it wasn't Anderson? He wasn't even in the car.
well, that well that well that killed the theory that Orlando was involved that they were pushing for so long. So now they got to come up with something else. That the man in the car said he wasn't the shooter. He seen the shooter. He just ain't gonna testify.
So he just backed up what you said. He just said because if Orlando is not the shooter, then definitely Keefy D wasn't in the car. So
Right.
Keefy D was lying the whole time. So
Right.
how did this judge plan on convicting a man when the man who got shot, who looked the person directly in the face, said that it was Keefy D wasn't in that car, and he also said Orlando wasn't in that car.
Right. I can say this. The trigger man that I believe it was, he is no longer here.
Yeah, I believe some of the stuff that Frank Laga said that was Kevin Gaines.
I believe that too, because he's the only one had the motive to want to kill him.
Yeah, especially dating the man's wife and stuff like that. I'm sure it's something he look forward to. Michael Douglas Carlin wrote extensively about that. Kevin Gaines being in Las Vegas 4 days before it actually happened. And then I think Sugar's right when he said you saw one, you saw the other. Frank Lager said he believed 100% that Kevin Gaines shot Biggie. You know who Frank Lager is? That's the police officer that killed Kevin Gaines.
I know he killed him in yeah, he killed him.
He's on some show that was just released a couple of months ago, saying that he believed it was definitely Kevin Gaines who killed Biggie. And so if you solved one,
He saw
that would
both.
definitely solve both. And Frank Lager said it was cops. Russell Poole said it was cops. What more do you need?
And Kevin Gaines' murder was a sanctioned hit, according to Frank Liger,
Yeah,
because
that's what he
Kevin
told him.
Gaines,
That's what he told him.
Kevin,
Go ahead.
Kevin Gaines was talking to the Internal Affairs. Kevin Gaines was going to tell it all.
Well, he was talking to Internal Affairs about a couple of things, but
Mm.
what he's talking to Internal Affairs was his showboat. His showboating got him in trouble. Sharita the Knight was, giving him a lot of money and letting him use them expensive cars, 80, 90,000, $100,000 cars. And it didn't take people long to realize that on an LAPD salary, you can't afford all that. And so that's some of the reasons why he was talking about, talking to Internal Affairs, because he was showboating. So in that showboating raised red flags. And then he called the cops talking about somebody was shot and describing his own self. I think it was voodoo that messed up Kevin Gaines. He walked around and the cops get there, wasn't nobody shot, and the person he described it was himself. Something was wrong with his mind, man. I think they messed that man up, man.
Sharita put that Uchi Coochie on him, man.
She put that voodoo in there, man. That was voodoo, man. That was voodoo. That was that Smoky Mountain voodoo.
Hey, I can stand some Smoky Mountain Voodoo right now.
You say you want some
Yeah, I need some Smoky Mountain Voodoo right now.
right now?
Yeah, as we speak, yes, sir.
All right, you know what? I'm gonna do you a favor. I'm gonna give you some Smoky Mountain Voodoo. Now look, I'm finna get Cypress some Smoky Mountain Voodoo. Check it out, Cypress. That's a new strainer. You can buy it for $9.95. Come right off your ass. I just hang it up to dry and put it back on. There you go, Cypress. You got some Smoky Mountain Voodoo. You ready to eat that?
No, I'm good, man.
I thought you wanted some Smoky Mountain Voodoo.
I pass. Thank you.
So okay, anyway, we got Kearney said that one of the letters was signed, listen to this, with a name that does not have any ties to the company. Davis has sought to be released since shortly after his September 2023 arrest, which made him the only person ever to be charged with a crime in killing in a killing that for nearly 3 decades has drawn intense interest and speculation. So there's a name on this uh, guaranteed bond that has nothing to do with the crime. So I'm kind of confused, Cypress. When you bond somebody out, do you have to have something to do with the crime?
No. I think it's a name on there to raise a red flag that might be getting some paperwork with this whole situation.
Yeah, because I know bail bondsmen who bond people out all day long. They ain't got nothing to do with the crime.
Right. I think it's some people who names and some paperwork for the Tupac cases raised some eyebrows. Got some people
So,
like
okay, why didn't they just take the bond to a bail bondsman and then let the bail bondsman use that as guaranteed and let a bail bondsman go bond them out? Or are they just playing games with Keefy D's emotions and trying to hurry up and kill him?
uh sound like about right. They trying to hurry up and send him to the promised land.
Yeah, because all they had to do was take that guarantee to a bail bondsman and the bail bondsman would have submitted a legitimate bond, and they could have got him out. So I don't think they're really trying. I think they're playing with his emotions. But at the same time, I do think that from being from the South Side, that Keefy D knows who actually did the shooting to shoot Tupac and Suge. I think he knows that.
Well, his name in the paperwork is almost like a co-conspirator, so he knows.
And I think they're trying to break him down the tail.
Right. That's why they won't give him the bond. And they already know who it is. But once he tell it, that's gonna give them that a reason to go after them. They already know who it is. They got all the paperwork, and allegedly they end up getting the paperwork to Biggie too because of a dumb former
Right,
LAPD cop.
right. I agree. Well, you got LA 65, you back? Okay. What you think about that, man? Whose name is there?
I finally got my mic together. Sorry about that, my brothers.
That's okay. Who do you think that name is that's not associated with that record company or the crime that raised the red flag with the judge? Say he ain't getting out of jail on bond.
I was I was listening when I was listening, and we were saying that there was a person that left their I call it DNA when if you look at the bullets in Sugar's car lining up when they hit Pac, it's the same lineup for Biggie.
It's the
So the
same
shooter
lineup.
shoots with the left or right hand, right? But
Uh,
it's actually if you look at Biggie toes,
left
how they
hand.
hit Biggie in that car, it's the same way they hit Pac.
Identical.
Yeah, so it's the
I've
same
actually
shooter.
I've actually seen the two doors actually put together.
The same shooter, bruh.
Professional killer. And I agree with Russell Poole. Only cops kill like that. Military cops.
Exactly. And I was pushing, I was looking at what's his name? Is it Reggie? Reggie,
Hmm.
man. And Reggie got the you know what I'm saying? He's tied up with the Pyrus, right?
He's tied up with the what do you call him? Cypress? Grape Street.
Oh yeah, the Great Street Boys. But I
Yeah.
was looking at whoever Whack is trying to like, he's putting his neck out there so hard, but he claiming that Pyru real hard. I'm thinking, why would he be so much Compton Police Department? Compton LA Police Department. That's what they're trying to cover up. You
Well,
got Wack that was
that's
supposed to be police, right?
right.
Wack is supposed to be police. Reggie's
That,
police.
right. That's what OG Percy is saying. He's saying he's trying to figure out who brought him into the Bloods anyway. You ever saw OG Percy?
Well, you know what? Remember back in the day when in I mean in New York, remember that they had what was they call it? It was the rap. They brought in the police that got infiltrated within the rap
You
community
talking
in New
about
York.
Derek, what's his name, and the hip hop police.
Yeah, the hip hop police. But look, LA picked up on that same thing, and look who came up. Whack and a couple other people got involved with Death Row. After they
But
after
Suge,
they crushed everybody in New
okay.
York, they came to LA and they hit Death Row.
So then why would Suge in 2003 actually get Whack and make him president of Death Row?
Follow it.
Okay.
So I'm thinking. Look, allegedly, all this would that had something to do with Pac getting killed, Biggie getting killed, and Whack being so much on fire. Whack might be the man to set this all up.
Ooh, ooh, that's heavy.
Follow me.
Ooh,
Huh?
ooh, that's heavy. That's heavy.
They said if
Cypress.
you ain't scared, go to church.
Hey, it could
And he looked
be.
like he tried to go to church on us.
It could be.
Huh?
Uh,
Yeah. Think
But how?
about it, y'all, my brothers. And I'm
But
gonna
but
put it out there. Wack got a lot of federal cases and everything against him. You know what? God is mad at this brother, man. The Most High is about to bring him down, man, and reveal Satan himself.
mm, Yeah, and
Uh,
that's why I've been told that he's been interviewed. I mean, he's been investigated after these two bond stints. That there's an active investigation looking into this. So this is I'm wondering why would he throw his name and play with the all cops ain't crooked, man. And Las Vegas was really serious when they did this. Where's Cypress?
Well, we know LAPD can't be trusted to go across the street. I don't know about Vegas police, but LAPD, we know how y'all get shot. But who is behind this pushing Whack to do this? What interest do Whack got into this?
He said it was to get the guy's life story and rights and all of that stuff like that. But I agree with you. Somebody's pushed him behind doing this and probably pushed him into harm's way because Vegas ain't never the Vegas FBI ain't never got along with LA FBI, and the Vegas Police Department ain't never really got along with California Police Department. Period. So there ain't no love between them. That's when they got Orlando. I told y'all back in the day, police in Orlando go. They know what gun they were looking for. There was no question about it. They were looking for the gun that Kevin Hackey took from you know his name, Hussein Fatal.
Fatal,
Kevin Hackey took that gun to FBI handlers where they switched it.
mhm.
And so they knew what gun they were looking for. When they went to get Orlando, that wasn't the gun they were looking for. Orlando didn't have it. That's why they didn't arrest him.
right.
Right. The reason why they ain't got the real gun, because whoever the officer got the gun. You feel
Kevin
me? Whoever the
Hackey said he
popo
gave the
was
gun.
who put those
Kevin
bullets
Hackey
in my
said he
boy
gave it. Kevin Hackey said he
got that
gave the gun
pistol.
to Reggie Wright Jr. That's what Kevin Hackey said.
Yeah, Reggie White. I bet you Reggie and his daddy know where that gun is at. Because Reggie got on the phone and called his daddy as soon as supposedly before Pac even got popped.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yep, and then Snoop got the message right behind that when he was at his Warren G's Warren G's crib.
Wow.
That's why they keep saying Snoop got something to do with it. You know, all the way down to the money getting paid for the hit. You feel me?
Okay, so I feel you. Here's my point though. If Keefy D is their main suspect for real, if he really their suspect,
No.
and let's go with what he did on Vlad. Let's go with everything that he's been saying so far. He's saying that they were paid to do the hit. He didn't do the hit, but he passed the gun back to Orlando. All right. And okay, the
Right.
person who paid for the hit was Puffy. They went to the Peterson Museum to try and get their money from Puffy. Biggie was killed there. Why ain't Puffy arrested? Why there should be more arrests in here? And I don't see the arrest that's in here.
Because they can't trace the money. You know, they can't trace they can't trace that money. You know what I mean?
Yeah, bro.
That
It
money
was
the
a
money
check.
the money never made it. The money never made it in the right people's hands. You feel me? It
It
came
was a
he
check.
got somebody else.
It was a check, and that's one of the things that's being talked about. Why would a hit? If you were paying for a hit, the one thing I know for sure, you ain't paying nobody with no check, or you're a fool.
Yeah, you're just gonna be straight cash.
Right.
Gene Deal swears to God he saw the check from Eric Von Zip. He saw the check with his eyes, and somebody else did too. I can't remember who it was. That was up there with Bad Boy. Swear to God that Zip showed them the check and told them this was a check that Puff paid for the hit on Pac and Suge.
I think it was Gene and Kurt Burrows, if I'm not mistaken. But I don't think that $1 million was for pot. Like, who
So
is that? Who is that stupid?
a person who don't know anything about hits and I can believe Puffy was that stupid. I can. Let me tell you how stupid Puffy is, and I got it on tape. Puffy, before he left New York, called listen to what I'm saying now. He called Right Way Security, spoke directly to Reggie Wright Jr., and I got Reggie testifying it on film, and told Reggie
Okay.
Wright Jr. every single place that Biggie was going to be and tried to hire Right Way Security to protect Big. So he knew
mm,
where Big was going to be and what Big was going to be doing when he was coming out to the
mm,
Peterson Museum. Puffy called
mm,
him and told him, tried to hire him to put guards on Biggie.
mm.
And he testified that himself.
So he allegedly went on and tried to get Reggie to go ahead and take the job. Reggie never took.
Well, Reggie didn't say he knew him as Reggie. He just called Right Way Security and wanted to get some guards. And,
Oh, to
and
get the
Reggie,
guards. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
yeah,
I got you.
yeah.
I got
And Reggie got to hear everything they were going to do, every place they were going to go, every place they were going to
you.
be.
Yup. And then when they pulled up, remember they said something about having a little space and that white car was behind them or in front of them. It was a white car.
Mm-hmm.
And then you had T.I.'s girlfriend right across the street. They was the ones filming it, right?
Right.
That was T.I.'s girl. Her and someone else was in that little back in the day. That was H. I remember that little. My mother had one, but
So
they was in that vehicle.
don't you see what I'm saying? There should be some arrest other than Keefy D by now.
Oh man, you know what? This thing, they wanted to eliminate uh, Big and Pac and get them out the way. However, if they're not dead or they're dead, they wanted to make it look like whatever. And it just got too funky. And you know how people of color are. We got questions, so now everybody's asking questions, doing their own research, and finding out a lot of people are lying. It's got nasty. So either Biggie gonna have to walk up and say, "Hey, I'm here," or Pac will go like, "Dog, I was over there in the islands, and I had to get away from these fools, and they were trying to kill me." You know what I mean? I'm serious. I mean, it's gotten that bad because people of color are they super smart now. This generation, you can't pull the wool. They all up in your business. So they're gonna have to come up. They're gonna have to come up with something, dog, because we got everybody pushed against the wall with their hands up. You feel me?
Right.
So either the pistol gonna fall out of somebody's pocket after we search them. You know what I'm saying? That's what's about to happen. And like I said, Reggie allegedly is the red flag dog with the red towel around his neck, saying that he's with Grape Street. I'm trying to tell you. That's what
Wow.
I'm looking at. Reggie and his daddy at Compton Police Department, hired into LAPD, has a lot of covering up, and I think that's what WACK was probably the man that set it all up, allegedly set it all up for all the hits to get rid of these young men. And now he's scrambling around trying to, he's trying to prolong them of discovering who is what. But all he's doing is making it worse because now, he tried everything he could to try to get QPD out of jail, right? I mean, he
Right.
went back twice. He did it twice. He tried to come back and do it like it wasn't him, and it was another corporation going to get. They was like, "What the hell?" That's why I said it's kind of. The judge was like, "It's kind of something fishy." This young man right here keep coming in, and now he's coming in as he's not on the paperwork, but it's the same dude. Try to get this dude out of jail. Come on.
And then introducing a dude who had nothing to do with the record companies. I think it's what E1, whoever it is, the
Yeah,
Reverend
yeah.
E1. He had he
He won.
whoever signed the paper had nothing to do with the record company, and that's what made the judge fishy when she was looking at the person who signed that paper. That person had nothing
Yeah,
to do
yeah,
with
yeah.
that record company.
Signed Donald Duck and then walked away.
Yeah. So
That's crazy.
why would you be playing with a sitting judge in Nevada
Mhm.
with
Hello.
Tupac's life, Biggie's life, Keefy D's
Hmm.
life, playing with these people's lives? It don't make any sense.
Hmm.
This is so sloppy.
Man, Keeper D ain't got nothing to lose, dog. I got a feeling he gonna drop one on. I got a feeling he gonna say, you know what? I ain't got nothing to, hey, I'm already about to leave out here with this cancer, and I'm around all these killers. They want to kill me. I might have to go and drop it. If I'm gonna die, I'm gonna go out like a soldier, dog. I'm about to tell everything. I'm about to tell it. Tell it like it is, you know.
That's his only album.
I had nothing to do with the killing, with the food, so and so and so, plot this and that. This is why this has been prolonged for this long.
So what you say, Cypress?
I said he ain't got no other choice but to go along with it now.
So how long you think we looking at? Because I think some other arrests should have been made by now. Some of the people we talking about tonight should have been arrested a long time ago.
I think the feds are gonna have to step into this, man.
Allegedly, they're already involved with it because it crossed state lines over to California.
Right. And by Vegas having the big paperwork, they automatically open up for the feds to get in this now. Allegedly. I would say that.
Okay, so you're not getting out of jail. So when you think we're gonna have some kind of trial?
Sometime maybe around May or June of next year.
Think you gonna last that long with that kind of illness and not getting appropriate treatment?
I think they want to let him go and die up in there, so he ain't got the secret to die with him. That's what they're trying to do to me. I feel it. You know, and they don't care about him. I mean, somebody in there, somebody got some paper to keep that dude up in there, dog. You know, until he die. You know, and I got a feeling that he's gonna end up going out in prison. You know what I'm saying? Because he's not getting the proper care.
So
No, he's not.
Who out here got that kind of power?
You know, I don't even want to say the F word. That's on people I know. You know what I'm saying? And I knew that your boy was like I said, whack. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's in the bed with him. You know, he in the bed with him hard. You know, they let him scoot and get by with a lot of stuff, a lot of mess, man. Now it's getting too bad. He's getting beside himself. They're gonna go and pull the veil on him.
He may be in bed in Las Vegas, even in Los Angeles, but he ain't in bed with them cats in Vegas, man.
Yeah, he's got L.A. He got L.A. He got the state of L.A. He ain't got the, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? He got the state tied up because he knows a lot of judges. You know what I'm saying? He know a few judges. That's the thing. It goes all the way back to my boy. It goes back all the way back to Nip. You know what I'm saying? About the police. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
So when I was dealing with Nip, I was noticing that the same people who were sitting at that table is the same people whack.
Wow.
It's dealing with. You feel me?
Yeah, but if he got that kind of clout, though, man, check it out. Let's be real. Blueface wouldn't have got 4 years, almost 5 years.
Man, that's a sacrifice. Yeah, no, that young man right there had to be set down and reprogrammed. You know what I'm saying? Same thing with his girlfriend. She let something slip. She let something slip. She said she said they did a lot of psychological, and she said and she was about to say hypnotized. She stopped. She said, "Oh, I can't talk about that." So what I'm saying is she went through that program, dog. And you can notice that she was so, you know, when she came on the camera, she seemed like she was high, but she was just, all that anxiety was kicking up her freedom and all that. But you can see that she's been in some type of program. Watch how she rolled now. She can't do nothing. She's scared because they showed her who's in power and all the people that she's running around in Hollywood disrespecting.
She got more time than Blueface, though, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm just saying she's seeing who's all in the F crew that's involved with hip hop. You know what I'm saying? So that scared the mess out of her. So she's not gonna come out and be angry and fighting and disrespecting people no more because now she knows who the agents are.
What do you think, Cypress? You think if Wack got that kind of power, that Blueface be looking at that kind of time and his girlfriend? Cypress.
Still here?
Up here.
Yes.
Y'all popped out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't say that. I don't allegedly say that Black has the power. It's the people that he is involved with that controls. Listen to me. That control the industry that are kind of fed up. These young people being the way they are. They're making money for Zeus and the rest of these people. There's some people above Zeus and all of them that are fed up. So they're gonna set them down. They got to reprogram them. Now Blueface look like a totally different dude.
How you do, man? I
Look,
saw his latest mugshot, man. I
you
didn't
can,
know that was
yeah,
Blueface.
it's all in his face. It's all in his face that he's going through a step by step and reprogram type of thing. But he can't tell us that he goes to a separate spot than the other inmates, and they
Okay,
sit
well,
there and he got to go there. And
why ain't the same thing happening to what's his name? Tory Lane.
Tory Lane, like now, Tory Lane, no, well, look, if you look at even Tory Lane, like I said, I got a feeling that like the F crew has once they get me, just say if I was uh uh reckless, right? I'm making a lot of money. I'm reckless, but
Right.
I keep escaping all these different things, not doing no time, and I just do one thing that hits this button that puts me, no matter what city I'm in, what state I'm in, and put me in, and I go in one way and I come out another way. We say clone, man. He been cloned. Oh, she been cloned. Ah, they've been re-established mentally and they found out who their God is. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying?
Well,
They found out who their God is, and it's bad. It's funky. You know what I'm saying? So it would change your life if you was running around cocky and got a lot of money and doing crazy things, and then you end up going to one of those F programs, and we just go ahead and wipe you clean. You know what I mean? And show you some things and show you who's in power. So when you get out, you're gonna be humble, my brother.
okay, well, you got this kind of power. You reaching up to try and get Keefy D out. I would think you would use that power to try and get your man's out that's making you money because you just took a big hit in the pocket with Blueface being in jail. Where that money gonna be made up for the next 4 or 5 years?
That's the reason why he tried to get that man out to try to do some type of documentary or movie or whatever he was trying to do. He counted his eggs too quick because Blue gonna be down for a minute, so that ain't rolling at all. His artists is everybody that he's behind. Ain't nobody making no money. So, like I said, Black right now is broke. They say allegedly. You know what I'm saying? He's just fronting. They got his accounts and everything online, man. You know what I'm saying? I hate to say what it is, but it's just a female that's on his back with all his paperwork. You feel me? So we
Wow.
coming to find out this man is broke. He's just playing games. You know what I'm saying? So he's gonna try to find another trick or treat and another movie I got you on film to blackmail you so he can get some more money. That was his game.
Wow, man, that's some downright low
Yeah.
down stuff. They'll be playing with
That's
people's
his
lives
game,
like
man.
that.
Blackmailing. That man made all his money on blackmailing, man. Blue didn't bring in that much money. Blue cost him more money than he made money. So what I'm
Well,
trying to
people,
tell you is
well,
he
people
tried to
thought he
get
did.
look, he had shit. Listen to me. Whack had shit on allegedly trying to on a kidnapping case for somebody in LA that Shaq wanted to get kidnapped. Yeah, yeah. Whack was involved with that too. He found out he had it and he blackmailed Shaq. So many people that he blackmailed, man, it's ridiculous, dog.
There
He had
wasn't
so
one of
much
them
on
that
people.
wasn't one of them that boxer. I can't think of his name.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, and
And I think it was I don't know if it was Great Street or some type one of the Crip group. No. I know Main Street where I hung out. He tried to hire excuse me, Shaq allegedly tried to hire one of the brethrens out of Main Street family and that group to try to kidnap the dude right
I
off of
know
Main Street.
there was some stuff with Kanye West and some stuff with Kim.
Come on.
So I know you're
That's
right. I
where he
know
made
about
his
it.
money.
Most
He
people thought he
scared. He
made.
punked everybody. He punked everybody, man.
Most people thought he
The
made his
little
money though.
boogeyman.
What about the money he made with Game?
Oh, now trying to hide all that money.
Mm-hmm.
Man, he's hiding all that money, right? He think he's smart, but what he's doing is, I got a feeling he's putting that. Listen, allegedly, I think he's putting that money in his daughter's name. You feel me?
Wow. Well, let's not put her out here.
Ah, I said it, but I said it live on your show. So,
You
like I
sure
said,
did.
it's all in his daughter's name, y'all.
Yeah, I just seen it.
Bed.
I just seen that. I just seen a woman who put some money in the kid's name trying to hide it from the federal government. So I know that it's possible.
Yeah, it's over with now. He might. Hey, you see my little dog right there? He's a little bit big. He's about 250 pounds now. So, hey, you want to come over here, dog? You got to get past him first. That's
Oh,
Biggie.
he can have it. Biggie can have it. Too
That's
big for me.
Biggie. Hey, he was a
Too
baby.
big.
Yeah, look, he's hey right there. He was only like 4 weeks right there.
Wow. So we got the lovely Michelle
Yeah.
McMorris cashier on here and Dana Bridges. Michelle, what do you think? Why would WACK.100 play with Keefy D's bond to the point where the judge said he's not going to get a bond because they submitted two bonds and two of the same bonds, but the second bond, she said they put a man's name on it who had nothing to do with the company that was bonding him out. Why would
Hmm.
he be interfering in a murder investigation so freely like that? And the judge is saying that she suspects a cover up. She suspects him of a cover up. I'll put it back up here again where you can see it. Um, and you can see what the judge actually said. I gotta get that out of here. Okay, so the judge is saying, I have a sense that things are trying to be covered up. Kearney said, adding that she was left with more questions than answers after receiving two, not one, but two identical letters, apparently from the entertainment company that music record executive Cash Whack 100 works for. Cash Whack 100
Hmm.
Jones. So why would this man play with these judges and why they just didn't arrest him if they thought it was fraud?
Hey, I'm trying to tell you, man. I mean, like I said, when the feds are coming after you, they're just trying to build a case on you. You know what I'm saying? They're just trying to build up. They got, like I said, you know how the feds work, man. You know what I'm saying? They ain't
Yeah.
gonna just,
They
you know,
slow, but they for sure.
oh yeah, they gonna be for sure because they just want them completely, completely locked up, like really seriously locked up. They got to get rid of him because if he's part of that associate with Pac and Biggie, and allegedly he might be the one that orchestrated all that shit. Excuse me, my language. All that death type of situation with my young brothers. Then yeah, he needs to be locked up for a very long time, and it all comes down to him plotting that. Now that's why I think that he's so big, like digging up graves. You know what I'm saying? And trying to hide some more evidence. But his hand, blood is all on his hands. You know what I'm saying? I don't think Reggie gonna talk for him, but Wack. I think Wack got a lot of blood on his hand, and that's when he started. I think that's when he first started his approval that he can really knock out some people out the box. So I mean, after Pac and Biggie assassination, he waited for some more years, and I think he got something to do with my baby boy down there in L.A. You know what I'm saying? I think he got something to do with Nip. You feel me? So the way these killers are going, I think he might be involved with all of this. Not saying he pulling the triggers, but he might be the one behind it all.
Well, yeah, I know he's coming out and said some horrible things about Nip and wasn't even necessary. Didn't even prove no point. That's for sure.
Yeah, because he blaming everybody else. Man. He always the main person he drops out of his mouth is Big U.
Right. I was
Who
talking
else
about
could
what
he
he
hide
said about
behind?
when he was saying that Nip was in homosexual, all of that kind of stuff wasn't even necessary, man. That
Yeah,
was
yeah, with his girlfriend, whoop de
yeah,
whoop.
wow. But
Yeah, that was dirty. And
if,
he still. Mm,
the other thing, if they were after Keefy D, how they gonna do that when here was what Suge said? There were only two people in the car.
mm.
Knight, who is
Yeah,
serving
I got you.
28-year sentence at the Richard J.
Mm-hmm.
Donovan Correctional Facility in San Diego for
Yeah.
involuntary manslaughter, told TMZ Monday, October 2nd. Pac's
Mm-hmm.
not going to tell the story.
Mm-hmm.
Notice he didn't say Pac was dead. He said Pac is not
Mm-hmm.
going to tell the story. I
Right.
ain't going to tell the story, but
I'm
I
not
can
gonna
tell
tell it.
you this.
Mm-hmm.
I've never had nothing
Mm-hmm.
bad to say about Orlando because he wasn't the shooter. So that
Sure.
means keeping these stories alive.
Yeah, because you know
It
what?
wasn't
Then again,
Anderson.
yeah, yeah. But look, Knight said, check this out. Knight again allegedly said he looked the shooter right in his eye. So when he
Yep.
saw the shooter, listen to me. If he grew up, listen to me. He grew up with Keefy D and them around in the area. He grew up around Reggie. So what I'm saying is, if it ain't Keefy D, it's got to be Reggie. Hello.
Oh, I think it was Kevin Gaines.
Oh,
The link
Kevin
down at the
Gates.
bottom, link down at the bottom, Crown Reese. I think that's what Suge meant. You solve one, you solve the other. It was the same shooter.
Exactly. Yeah, he said I looked the shooter dead in his eye. So he recognized who he was. You're like, oh snap.
Yep.
And
And
by late, it was too late. You know what I'm
if you
saying?
go back to what Michael Douglas Carlin was saying, he got proof that Kevin Gaines was in Las Vegas 4 days
Uh-huh.
before the fight, and they would not tell what he was on special assignment, and Los Angeles
Uh-huh.
would not tell why he was on special assignment in Las Vegas. Then you come back
Uh-huh.
down. We already know that Frank Lager said he believes 100% that Kevin Gaines killed Biggie. He said he tried to
Uh-huh.
change his mind, but he said he believed 100% that Kevin Gaines killed Biggie. That's what Frank Liger said, who killed Kevin Gaines.
Yeah, he had to walk. He had what's so crazy about it, he walked he got a chance to walk on the curve, walk up to the vehicle and let off like that and get away. Like, you know what I'm saying, with Biggie. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, you had people walking, standing around and all this, and nobody kind of, he just smoothly walked, like, 'cause, people have been drinking, smoking weed. They ain't all straight, and he just walked up and lined the bullets up the same way he hit Pac. I'm gonna hit you, bye, bye.
But Michelle McMorris cashier says the same thing, I think. She says this is like Dolph's case, it's political. And I never would have
Uh-huh.
thought that young Dolph's situation was political, but it really is politics
Mm.
behind this.
Ooh, man, so many people. Ooh, my God,
But I can tell
man,
you
they
who
they
solved it
that
in
case
about
is
one
something
hour.
else.
Cypress solved that in 1 hour. Told everything he said came true in 1 hour.
Mm,
Everything.
man, man.
Cypress said within 30 minutes, Big Jerk was behind this.
Yeah,
And no,
yeah, yeah. You know it was.
and I'm saying within 30 minutes, Cypress right here. He said it within 30 minutes. He said, look, Big Joker's behind this. All I can tell you is a lot of bodies gonna fall. And we can't even count
Yeah,
the people that died in the Young Dolph case.
Sure
man. You know
can't.
what I'm saying? Because they didn't want the boy shining no more. You know what I'm saying?
Cypress, let Cypress ever take it.
When that first happened, I pretty much knew who was behind it, what was gonna come behind it. It was like I kind of feel bad. I was right.
Dude, I
Yeah.
got to take you were so right. I mean,
Mm,
in less than an hour after
yeah,
Dolph was killed, you named the major players
yeah,
that participated in this. And all of them got arrested. Everybody you named, some died. And you said at the end of the day, the person behind it who put the money up was Big
yeah,
Joe. That's what you said. That's what
yeah,
Cypress said.
yeah, yeah,
30 minutes
yeah.
after it happened.
Look at you in your face, smile and grin, and want to kill you.
Uh,
You know what I mean?
That's
You know,
terrible,
yeah.
man. That is absolutely terrible. So
and
Cypress,
keep it.
tell me,
Yeah, that's crazy,
tell me
man.
why some more people ain't arrested in this case. That's what I want to know. Why ain't some more people arrested?
And it was the Tupac case.
Huh? Yeah. Why ain't more people arrested?
If you talking about
Since Keefy D been in jail,
no, it's gonna have to come federal.
come federal.
That's
So
why I
you
Because the
don't,
said
feds,
they gonna come out of
the
state.
feds
but
gonna.
so y'all don't trust the state of Nevada.
Nah, they tied up with Compton.
No, it ain't the state of California. It ain't the state of Vegas. It ain't the Vegas that can't be trusted. It's California that can't be trusted. That ain't gonna do their job.
Right.
No, they ain't gonna do their job. They
So
gonna shuffle their feet. They gonna drag their feet. They're gonna make if they got control of the judges, they're gonna have the judges keep passing that paper. You feel me? I mean, it never get like I said. Look what they did to Nip. How they did Nip's case, man.
yeah.
And they was just
Uh,
they man that was man. Come on, you
and
know that
Joke
was
No
just
Joke is
terrible.
just Joke No Joke is just going straight out blaming Reggie. 6 points that Reggie Wright Jr. set them both up. Joke No Joke be reading all the paperwork on his platform, and anyone with
Yeah,
common sense know that Reggie Jr. is guilty on all charges. Reggie and David Kenner.
yeah, lie. He lied so much, man. I mean, he he says one thing that did, on paperwork it looked like this. We're like, what the hell? And Chuck is on his back.
Okay, 101, you on. Hit it up. You got something to say, 101? Oh no, we got another idiot. That means we must be on close to something. We're getting idiots on here now.
Oh, wow. Yep, that means we hitting something, Jack. We're about to hit all.
So Choke has really been on. Choke has been on
Yeah,
Reggie harder than Gene Deal has.
yeah. It was
Yeah,
now it's what 5 months now, about 6
Mhm.
months.
yeah. He really exposed. He really exposed Gene.
Yep.
Hmm.
If you really been watching, he really been on Gene Hillman, man. If you really been watching.
But I thought they were buddies.
Mm.
Yeah, sometimes it's like a rearview mirror. They ain't close to the kid, man.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
thought they were
man.
buddies. But he's all over TikTok, and he's calling out Reggie everywhere he can.
Yeah, I mean, I followed. I mean, I took some of his paperwork myself, and if I keep calling out Reggie myself because Reggie, Reggie is the only one I know that has any that has an influence with the police department, the state, and he can get involved with that and get that paperwork all tied up and missing this, missing that, ain't got that. People coming up dead. You know what I'm saying? Everything. And
Phil Carson stopped short of selling him out completely.
Because
I couldn't hear
they
you.
know, the feds know. They just waiting. It's just a matter of time.
Yeah, 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 man. If I told him, said we waiting on the F team. Wait till the F bomb drop. When the F bomb drop, all the roaches start scattering.
Wow.
Yeah, that's what. Even with Diddy, you know what I'm saying. My wife kept saying, when are they going to arrest him? I said, when the feds get enough more information. When the feds like, okay, we got it, let's roll. He can't get up. He can't get in front of this one. This right. He can't. He
Okay,
can't
Bob, is
squeeze
there
it.
something you want to say? Bob Schultz, something you want to say?
Guess not.
I guess not.
Hey,
So, yeah. So we got Wargilla says, I don't think it was Reggie. I think the shooters were Jimmy Henchman and Haitian Jack in the
Mm.
car with Keefy D.
Oh snap! A Haitian Jack from New York.
oh my God.
Uh,
He was down there for the fight.
To me, they trolling like this.
who?
Whoever this is trolling like this.
Haitian Jack. I know Haitian Jack had a problem with Pop, but I thought he did what he had to do in New York. You know what I mean? Attempting that situation.
You back, Bob Schultz? You on?
He don't know how to touch that mic. You know what I'm saying? It's muted. Hey, that
Unmute
mic.
your mic.
Yeah, it's red. Turn it black. Oh, he gone.
He can't step off.
Oh,
Oh, he
he
back.
learned how to change.
Okay,
Oh,
he back.
Jesus. There he
Okay, you
is.
got something you want to say, young man?
Yeah, he found out where the camera is at. So he next time is he got to find out where the mic is right next to it. Yeah.
I
Got
guess they don't.
ND Publishing up in the building, LLC UTA Milwaukee in the building. We trying to
Milwaukee.
figure out ND Publishing, why ain't some more people arrested since Keefy D been arrested? If they're going with Greg Kading's story, there's still people who could be arrested. Let's just hypothetically, let's go with Greg Kading's story. Why ain't Sean Puffy Combs arrested? Because that's who Keefy D said pay for it. Or is this all a part
Because
of what?
they got a strategy with Puff. They gonna get people to go throw all type of lawsuits with Puff up until he can't fight them no more and he's broke, and they gonna throw him clean in jail with them shoes.
So you believe that this everything the Puff's going through, this may be a part of it? Because it didn't happen until after Keefy D got arrested.
Right.
No. Yeah. Whoever's putting this together is really putting it together, putting all the puzzles together. It might go all the way through Puff, Nip, Pac, Biggie. You know what I'm saying? All these puzzle pieces might come together when we find out who was down with getting rid
All
of
I
these
know is
brothers.
Black Damn threw out a lot of little gems. And he said there's more to the Nip story. It's coming out soon.
I
Yeah,
think.
man. They
I
keep
think.
why they keep trying to throw Sam in the box, man? Why they keep trying to throw him in the sandbox?
What you mean?
You know, they were standing a couple of I think it was what a week or 2 weeks before they went down with Nip. Some fight or something broke out there with old boy, and they stumped him. You know what I'm saying? They stumped him down, put him in the hospital
Who
with a
they saw
concussion.
Sam down?
No, they stumped Shitty Cuz. Shitty Cuz got stumped
I don't
out.
know, man. We hearing so many backstories that we didn't even hear before. I don't even believe it.
Yeah, I don't either. I was like, wow. I was like, that's kind of like, it's like, well, he would come back for some more. But if that had happened, why would Cowboy leave Nip?
That's what Black Sam asked. Same question.
Yeah, well, that's another one right there. That sandwich is more important.
That's one of the things that Black Sam was wondering. He said he had protocol. Go ahead, the
Yeah,
island you on.
yeah. The day he chose to not go with what he was supposed to.
Fucking nigger!
Oh, wow.
Oh, we
Then we
got
get
another idiot. Swagilla,
yeah.
you on? Swagilla, you there? Touch the microphone. It's red. Okay.
Okay.
Drop what's on your mind. Can't hear you.
Oh, it's muted the mic. You turn your volume up.
Can you cut your volume up?
You got headphones plugged into it or something?
I don't know.
I mean, you just muted his mic. He unmuted it, and then yeah, a lot of people's devices where they don't come in and hit that button that says to give. You know what I mean? If you don't do it right,
Yeah,
you're coming in without no. You're coming in without no the microphone. You come in
yeah,
straight
man, they
down.
troll like that. When you start talking about this and waking people up, making people think, they
Yeah,
troll.
Yeah.
yeah, but they got to troll, man. They need to fly like bats. You know what I'm saying? Sucking pussy
Because
blood.
they don't want us to think. That's why
Yeah.
a lot of people was glad that Rich Homie Quan got killed because it squashed this. This
Mm.
slipped past people, and they thought, okay, well, ain't nobody gonna talk about it. No, you're wrong. We're gonna talk about it
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah.
that judge said that
Hmm.
this thing, whoever did this, whoever's trying to bond this boy out, was trying to cover up the shooting of Tupac and Suge. She made it
Hmm.
clear and called his name,
Hmm.
Cash WACK.100 Jones.
There it is, man. There
She
it
called his
is.
name.
Yeah, it's he's been now we got Vegas, right? That's Las Vegas state, right?
Uh
And
huh.
then now he got listen to me, he has a federal case. It went from state to federal. But see, when he argues with everybody, He keeps saying it's still with the states, but his paperwork is federal now. So now he got a federal case dealing with Ray J and everybody. You know what I'm saying? It's crazy. So
Let's see if I can
Wack
be
is gonna be
here.
spending a lot of time in court, man.
Look like it. Go ahead, Spagillas, you on.
Hello? You can hear
Yep,
me now, Tanique?
yep, can hear you.
Listen. I mean, all due respect, listen. See, y'all not paying attention. Jimmy Henson was managing Mike Tyson the same night of the fight. So he
Right.
had a reason to be in Las Vegas. He was already after Tupac.
Mm-hmm.
He had a reason to be there. I mean, everybody that was played in a role in New York City. See, the beef. See, I'm from New York City, so the beef that y'all listen, people in the streets of New York know that LA didn't kill Biggie. We all know it had something to do from people from New York. So you gotta be from New York to know. But the night of Tupac getting shot, a lot of people from New York was out there. I personally think Haitian Jack and Jimmy Henchman was in the car with Keefy D because they had him under pressure. Jimmy Henchman is a key missing piece that everybody keeps leaving out.
Mm-hmm.
He said it because the reason why I think Jimmy Henson. But if you go look at Jimmy Henson's record, Jimmy Henson shoot people himself. He don't send. Sometimes he do it himself, as you can see the 50 Cent case. He does it himself.
Yeah,
So
he
Well,
why
I,
would
yeah,
he?
you're right. You're right because
So so that
he didn't get he listened to me when Pac got in that elevator and they robbed him, right? And they didn't kill him. So you're right. You're right.
I'm from listen. I have listen. I have a lot of knowledge of certain things, really close, but it has not. Biggie and Tupac, yeah, there was a setup that had nothing to do with people from the West Coast. But Tupac that night was being managed by Mike Tyson. Mike Tyson told Tupac to meet him at the fight. But
I remember that.
why Mike Tyson told him to meet him at the fight if his manager Jimmy Henchman? Jimmy Henchman was managing Mike Tyson for that fight.
right.
So so that's why
I'll tell
Pac
you.
didn't even they
I'll
didn't
tell you
meet up.
Okay.
who actually broke that open. Gab and Sam. Uh, he busted that wide open. That Jimmy Hampton sponsoring Mike Tyson for that fight.
Mm-hmm.
You're absolutely right. He did that, but um,
And who?
looking at
Wait,
look at
Tanique, 1 second, Tanique, 1 second. And Jimmy Henchman had all that money. Why does Jimmy Henchman have? Listen, Jimmy Henchman, before we know, was having Puff under pressure. They was robbing Puff. I mean, if Puff
Yeah,
is
he
under
was.
pressure by them, if they have pressure under
Yeah.
pressure, so Mike Tyson, somebody told Mike Tyson to have Tupac meet him there. Remember, all right,
Mm.
one of y'all just said that Shook saw the shooter, right? When y'all just said Shook saw the shooter,
Come on,
Shook
speak,
saw the
Mhm.
speak.
Shook saw the same shooter that shot him shot in Miami. Jimmy Hinchman was the one that got him shot in Miami. I'm telling you, Jimmy Hinchman is the shooter. I'm telling you.
Mm.
Jimmy Hinchman is the shooter. Everybody's scared of Jimmy Hinchman. Jimmy Hinchman been running back and forth from coast to coast for years.
Yeah, he's yeah.
How did Jimmy Hinchman manage the game? He from Brooklyn. What is he doing managing the game from the West Coast? And nobody paying
Speak,
attention to that.
Right.
speak.
Jimmy
Oh
Hinchman is
man,
a
and you
good.
just
Jimmy
silenced me.
Hinchman is a yeah. Anyway,
Hold
No, that was
I'm
cool.
giving.
Don't lose that. Don't lose that.
hold that.
You just said
Go
Jimmy Hendrick, Jimmy, what's his name is that has part ownership with the game. Guess who
right.
else? Wack is part
Jimmy
of that shit too, man.
Listen, Jimmy Hinchman was managing mad people, but I think the night of the fight, Jimmy
Mm.
Hinchman was the shooter because he had a reason to be in Las Vegas. Nobody questions him. Why was he there if he's the one that got him shot in Quad Studio? Why is Tupac hanging with Mike Tyson if Jimmy Hinchman is his manager? That doesn't all make sense to
That don't
nobody,
make no
but
Well,
sense.
it makes sense because what's up, the Golden Eagle 99? It makes sense because Pac was actually friends with Tyson before he was with him.
Tanique, all right, Tanique.
Before he got shot.
Somebody, wait, Tanique. Somebody shoots you, and you gonna come hang with me? No, you're not. Tanique,
After he got
cause
I,
robbed.
I know what you're saying. Listen to what I'm saying. I don't think that Tyson knew the
he
henchman
does.
was
Listen,
behind.
Tanique, I'm from Brooklyn. Tyson, listen,
I
we
don't
from
mean Mike
Brooklyn.
Tyson. I'm talking about Pac. I don't think Pac really knew because I'm gonna be honest with you. You had to go back to Pac and what happened in New York when Pac was there. Pac didn't even want to go
Tanique,
to that fight.
Tanique. I'm from New York. I'm from
Okay,
Brooklyn. The
right.
streets, what you know from West Coast, that's not what the streets in Brooklyn know. Some of us don't
Okay,
know that. We know more than what we lead on to. We've been
right.
known Puffy, and we've been known Jimmy Henchman, Haitian Jack. Y'all, Reggie White and that nonsense. Don't listen to him. He don't know. Reggie White just trying to make money. He don't look like he talking about. I'm telling you, all
Mm.
them hits came from New York City. They didn't come from no West Coast. Nothing. You had to be. You have Tupac. Tupac was hanging in the streets of Bed-Stuy. That's
Right.
where the hit come from. The
Right.
streets of Bed-Stuy. We listen. The Brooklyn, listen. New York City is big, but when it comes to beef, you run into the same goddamn people. Some of our people, the same people. You know, I got
Mm,
shot 5 times, but I'm not gonna talk about that. I know Big. I grew up around Biggie. I know Biggie. I listen. I knew Biggie's gonna get shot. Not because we know what's going on. It was a war going. All right. Did y'all see the Source Awards?
Yeah.
That was a
yeah.
distraction. While y'all was watching that about Suge, it was a war going on the streets of Brooklyn. It was a whole different.
Mm,
There was a war going on. So what y'all was seeing, that was a distraction. Puffy, it was a listen. The goon. That's why Jimmy Henchman is in jail. Haitian Jack is sitting on the island, still extorting some of these clowns. You know what I'm saying, but nobody's talking. And Little Sean just did an interview with Matt Hoffa, lying
Yeah,
again.
I've seen it.
He's lying. He's lying. He keeps lying. If you go back to the comeback, Jack, he's telling different stories. Because why nobody questions why was he hanging with Haitian Jack? Haitian Jack was punking his ass.
Mm.
Wait, well, seriously, Little Sean's made nothing. Who the fuck listens to Little Sean? I'm from New York. The only song I know Little Sean made that song would be that Don Perignon. Nobody knows who the fuck Little Sean is.
right.
So where's Little Sean? Why was he there? If you keep listening, that was a setup. It was a setup for Biggie and Tupac at that studio night. They both were supposed to get shot tonight. That's what y'all not paying attention to. Go look at all the stuff you've been looking for years. They both were to die. They both were supposed to get shot that night. But
Mm,
somebody didn't know Biggie was in the studio with Junior Mafia.
okay.
Oh,
They
wow.
both were
You know,
supposed to get shot. They both were supposed to get shot. Somehow, I don't know how to set it. They both were supposed to get shot the fuck up in that studio. Then it was supposed to look like it was the East Coast West Coast war.
so
Yeah.
what do you
See,
think? What do you think went wrong? What happened? Why did it go wrong?
I think they didn't have
what you
enough
mean went
patience.
wrong?
They didn't have enough patience to let Pac.
What you mean what you mean went wrong? Because I mean, see, I know some things. So what you mean
Okay,
went
what
wrong?
I'm saying is, okay, if they were both supposed to get shot. What went wrong? Why both of them weren't taken out?
Because they didn't know Biggie was there. Biggie
Okay.
snuck in. If you if you go pay back a close attention, Biggie, if you listen, Biggie was in the Sesame Junior Mafia. Puffy was not a part of Junior Mafia or part of Undies Entertainment.
That's
Biggie,
Right.
right.
That's what he
see,
was undercover.
and then,
Yeah.
That's right.
here the sad part about what's going on is that they all use that same studio for all the damn rappers use the same fucking studio. I walked in there before. You can easily walk in there, but the problem is they all use the same rapper. So if I'm doing me, I ain't gotta tell you where I'm going. They
Right.
Puffy didn't. They didn't. Now somebody else knew Biggie was there.
Hmm.
That's why I think they was trying to take both of them out. They probably prioritized both of them downstairs, but they didn't know one was upstairs. Look at the
I forgot,
footage
old
when they
boy. That knew.
wait. But
Forgot the
listen,
guy's
listen.
name
I want Tanique
that
when
was
y'all get
there.
off here. I want y'all to do yourself a favor. Look at the footage when they come out the studio. You see Jimmy Henchman
Hmm.
with the green hoodie on.
Yep. I
Yeah.
got
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
footage.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah,
That
Jimmy
it was at the
Henchman's
army.
there.
That
Yeah, he has a new green one on. He's there. So why
because
Puffy's there
all his
now?
boys
Listen.
had green on.
But if you if you listen to everybody saying now, nobody knows why each other was there. Little Sean doesn't know why the fuck he's supposed to have been there. Now, why would
Mm.
Tupac do the song with Little Sean? Nobody pays attention.
And
The first set.
get paid 4 G's to do it.
No, but here's the screw up. Here's the thing. What sounds always been fishy to me. Why was Tupac broke? How does he broke out of these movies? He didn't even broke. It was some that was a scheme to make it seem like that was a lie to make it seem like that's a reason for him to go there. The reason why somebody call, I probably be honest with you, I think Andre Herrera called him over there to try and get him on fucking New York undercover. But
Mm.
nobody's gonna say all that because it overshadows everything going on. Because if Andre Herrera's there, Puffy, if you listen to Puffy interview, he claimed he was down the street shooting a music video, right? So if Puffy claimed he was in the street down another place you didn't even know Biggie was there. So what the hell? Yeah, you knew Tupac was there because you was with Jimmy Henchman. And if
Oh,
Jimmy Henchman was
Mm.
there, where was Haitian Jack? Haitian Jack had to be there too. Everybody's scared of that
Hold on.
motherfucker. They scared to say his name. He was there too. Listen. Haitian Jack is a boogeyman. That nigga been robbing all these punk. Listen, these gangsters have been getting robbed. See, you gotta be from New York to know the history of these robberies going on because
so
people are not just
so
exaggerating.
that brings us back to what LA was saying a minute ago. He said over 40 minutes ago. He said these hits were all from New York. Didn't you say it?
Yes, sir.
Yeah, he said
Yeah,
that.
because all right. Remember the night of the Source Awards?
Yeah.
Somebody from Junior Mafia got robbed, and that's another change. Somebody, all right, You all right? There's a Brooklyn dude. You ever heard of a killer named Killer Ben from Fort Greene?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
All right, he got killed because he robbed somebody from Junior Mafia that night at the Source
Mm,
Awards.
Mhm.
mm.
That was it was a whole change of events. Like I said, people was trying. This was what really was going on. The Source Awards. Junior Mafia was a really deep crew. People were trying to rob certain rappers from different states and shit. And Puffy punk ass, you saw him on stage. The fuck he gonna do? He ain't nobody.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So all
Dancing
most of
all
the
in the
Source Awards
video.
was mad. All right, New York was mad street niggas in this fucking audience. They was raw. It was crazy, but somebody from Junior Mafia got robbed, and that's when hell just broke loose. And
Okay,
I'm saying, but that
so for Gilla, Renita says you know Biggie personally. You met him?
yeah, I can hang with Biggie. I knew Biggie. I knew him personally. Yeah, I told him to leave them bitch ass Junior Mafia niggas alone.
Oh,
Hmm.
He would have
okay. So,
listen. I tried to tell him Biggie. He would have listen. I respect Biggie. Yeah, I used to go. Biggie lived on St. James. I used to hang with. Matter of fact, I was down with Jay Mafia. I know some of them clown ass niggas. Listen,
He
like
had
I
too much
said, man.
invested in that shit, dog.
so ain't no
Huh?
way 34 says so they were going to kill them because they were planning to leave. What she's saying? What's the reason that Jack went?
well. See, I listen. I can't about listen. That reason I'm not gonna divulge. I know why. I listen personally know why people wanted to kill them. I'm not gonna tell. I can't divulge that rumor because I hope the public pulls out. But they wanted to kill them because they basically were, as you can see, they are called the pillars, right, for a reason. That's all I'm
Right.
gonna leave it at that. They're called the pillars because they helped more people than people was hurt. That's why I wanted to kill them. And the people, like let's say, like for instance, after Biggie's album, Puff was gonna be a memory.
Hmm.
Yeah. Who
So
needs
check it
him
out. Michelle
if you
says, "Do you think Jay Z was involved?"
Hmm.
no.
Okay, so
No.
he wasn't involved, Michelle.
Listen, I used to hang in Marcy projects too. Listen, it's not Jay Z. Listen, people are mad at Jay Z. I'm gonna tell you why I'm mad at Jay Z. People are mad at Jay Z because Jay was hanging around Jay Z, and Jay Z was selling drugs, right? And
Hmm.
Hmm.
how can I put this? It's just like if you listen to these people, how do you hang with somebody for years and learn nothing, or learn a trade or tool, or you take your money and invest in nothing? Most people in Brooklyn are mad at Jay Z because he doesn't want to help out fucking bums. There are people from Marcy Project still live there when he fucking left it. They still there. Why
Yeah,
should I
yeah.
come? You didn't learn nothing and do nothing the whole fucking time.
Hmm.
No,
Yeah,
no,
robbed
people
them.
listen. A lot of people mad at Jay Z, but I'm from Bed Stuy. Jay Z, I grew up on Clifton. Matter of fact, let me tell you something. I grew up the rapper who lived in the next block from me was the rapper named Mano. I know the rapper named Mano. He grew up right down the street from right across the street from. I see him all the time. I grew up with him. So yeah, we all grew up in the same area. Biggie grew
So,
up on Quincy. We all grew up in the same area. That's how we all in the same area. That's
so
how crazy it is.
Indie
Hmm.
Publishing brought up the same thing. He was thinking the same thing I was. Puffy did say he got a call, somebody letting him know that Big and Junior Mafia had a session. He did say that. We got
But
that.
there's another snake though. This is one person who I believe also is a snake that nobody's talking about. I think Un has something to do with this shit too, low key.
Who?
Yeah, that's
Un,
the one.
un, un, un from Undies because that's why he got stabbed for leaking out fucking bootlegging Jay Z copies without my status. For leaking the shit out.
Hmm.
It's so crazy because I remember when
Yeah,
that album came out, everybody in New York had it. He's like, where you get it from? The next know, found out he was leaking it. Un had something to do
yeah,
with it because why would he call Puffy about a session as in the Dream Mafia? Why would you tell him he's there?
So
yeah.
now, why was Pac so teed off and stretch?
See, listen,
Mm.
let me explain something. I don't know the Tupac issue, right? The only thing I'm gonna say I can tell you about is the Black Panther part. The rest of that shit I don't know. But what I want to say is this much: I believe all of them around him, besides Gaddafi, were haters because they wasn't getting no burn, they wasn't getting no movies, no attention. Nobody who cared who was paying attention to the Outlaws before you heard Tupac. Nobody. What are they doing now? Oh, now. I was sat and watching the Outlaws live for so long. They don't want to do music no more because you wasn't doing the music. Here's a secret: Tupac was making sure that writing them lyrics for the Outlaws. That's why they were jealous.
Dang.
Listen, but here's a secret, right?
Yeah.
It's gonna come out. The only thing that needs to come out is who actually is the ghostwriter, and then y'all will find out why people want people dead, including everybody you hear
Mm.
from down. If you find out, because people are lying saying they the ones writing this shit, and they know who wrote what. That's what because publishing is money too.
Big time.
That's what
Yeah,
people are after.
I
The
got one. I got one
publishing.
for you. I got one for you, my brother.
Yeah.
Now, Jay Z. I don't. I'm not saying I don't like him, but I noticed that he was kind of smart and went on to invest his money into prison. You
So
know what I
Jay
mean?
Z.
And yeah,
So Jay
yeah.
Z.
He's
Here's a secret, bro. All of them did. You want to know a secret? All of them did. So it's not just him. So stop. Listen, all of
that's what
them
I'm
did.
saying.
That's
What I'm saying is what I'm saying. They
they
listen to
all
me.
did.
What I'm saying is they all turned themselves over to the Fed. You
No,
feel
they
me?
didn't turn themselves to the Fed. Nothing. Let me explain something to you. Somebody coming to you with a business proposition, and you're gonna take it. That's that. If you know people can't stay the fuck out of jail, and they're gonna keep going there, and somebody comes to you as a proposition, why would you turn that down? There's money in your pocket for your family, and that's generational wealth. When you ain't got to sell no
Yeah,
drugs
that's right.
and
But
do
that's
anything.
greed because if I'm writing raps, it's dealing with just hoes, guns, dope, and prostitution and destroying my community, and that's what's pushing us to the jail situation. You know what I'm saying? You feel me?
Wait,
So it
wait,
ain't nobody
wait, wait,
dumb.
wait. Oh wait, can I say, guys? Wait, how old are you? Can I ask you?
I'm actually, you wouldn't believe it, man. I'll be 58 years old.
But can I here's a question? In the '60s and '70s, there was no rap music, and people still killing murder people. So what's the difference? So how do
Well,
you bring?
I'm not, we don't
No,
want to
no,
deal
no,
with
no,
the
no,
60s
no,
and the
because no,
70s.
because no,
I
but
want
you
to deal when
understand?
I was in the hip hop, when I was with Death
Yeah, but it's
Row,
all up. But you
when I
understand?
was
It's all
actually,
cool.
when I was in LA, when I was running with Tupac and them, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying to you, there was a lot of greed within. Listen, with the writing skills, the ghostwriters, like you said, was writing up a lot of stuff that was keeping our communities. Listen to me, that was keeping our communities in a lot of this. What we're dealing with today is worse.
I
It's
don't, I
super
don't, I
worse.
don't, I don't follow that because you supposed to be this now. Now, I don't follow that because you're supposed to be a follower, not a leader. Most people around here following people. That's why the community's bad. You can't get mad at people like Jay Z who decided not to be a follower, decided to lead and lead himself out the goddamn ghetto. I don't see the problem. I don't
Man,
get that.
if I'm gonna say one more thing,
That music,
if
listen, that
I'm
music isn't. Is there? Well, don't listen.
look, Biggie set up and went through a whole video of how to just rock cocaine.
Yeah, listen, we grew up in Bed-Stuy, Brooklyn. That's what our neighborhood was going on. That crack. I mean, people. I didn't sell in my neighborhood. That's what we was doing.
But
Everybody,
some
most
people
of.
didn't know how to rock the cocaine in certain states. He put them
Wait a
on.
second. Wait a second. But we.
You
You trying to say
crazy?
Biggie's the reason why everybody's selling crack. People selling crack before
No, no,
Biggie
no,
was
I'm
even
not
out.
selling it. I'm saying, listen to me. I could sell it all day, but there was a lot of people that didn't know how to really mix that baking soda and put. You know what I'm saying? They was messing up a lot of dope. But my boy came out with a recipe. You heard me? You don't hear me though.
And what's the problem with that? I don't get it. I don't
The
get it.
problem.
Listen,
Come on, man.
in our neighborhood, that's what they was doing, handing out recipes so everybody get some money, and that's what they're killing. All right, you heard that you heard that dude called World from LG, the one that allegedly used to kill some. You ever heard of World?
Yeah, he used to be with Lil Kim's boyfriend.
Yeah, you know he's the one that he was down there starting He almost killed Mike Tyson. But
Yeah,
Mike Tyson's so
yeah.
involved in so much shit going on that y'all keep like Mike Tyson, that nigga involved all types of bullshit in Brooklyn. Y'all have no idea. Y'all not from Brooklyn. You gotta know. Mike Tyson
Yeah,
then lost his life. Mike Tyson was being extorted by Haitian Jack. Haitian Jack was extorting Mike Tyson. What y'all? What? Yeah, dude. Haitian Jack was extorting
yeah,
Mike Tyson, and Jimmy Henchman was extorting Mike Tyson.
yeah. I
The
heard.
streets of Brooklyn. We know this.
Yeah,
What do you think?
I heard.
Where did Mike
Yeah,
Tyson money go? Nobody knows where Mike Tyson money goes. Mike Tyson being extorted by Brooklyn gangsters, Haitian Jack, Jimmy Nash. I had no
mm,
clue who else. Where did Mike Tyson money go? That's why
to
he's
a lot
selling
of
weed
people.
now.
And
I
A
was
then
lot
just
of
like,
people.
Milwaukee
shit.
in the building says that we have games, movies now. So can't just blame hip hop. And Michelle says Jay Z is still just as corrupt as
Listen,
Puffy.
listen, yeah, listen. Let me explain
Yeah,
something.
it is,
Listen,
man.
let me explain something. Y'all put what corrupt is
Buying up
corrupt to you is
everybody's
corrupt.
music. You know
Shit,
what I'm
half
saying?
them
He's
goddamn
sucking up
R&B singers
everybody's
are corrupt.
music.
Nobody say
He's
nothing to
taking
them.
everybody's masters and shit. You feel me? He even
Yeah.
got Prince masters.
Who?
Yeah, your boy Jay Z.
He's a
Well,
he
that
listen,
was a
listen.
mistake
I
on
got a
that.
question. I got a
Hold on,
question for you.
hold on. That was a
One
mistake on
question.
Prince's fault, man. When Prince signed with Title, and this is all leading up to Prince's death. You know, Prince signed with Title thinking it was a black-owned company,
Speak
and
to me.
then after he signed, he realized that Jay Z was just a front man. It was owned
There
by the
you
same
go.
people he fought to get his music
And
back.
how
So,
can I ask you a question? And how y'all
so
know
hold
that
on.
Prince?
So
And how y'all know Prince never had a conversation with Jay Z? I mean, how? Listen, Kevin. If I had Jay
hold
Z
on.
money, I
So
would
hold
buy
on.
all their catalogs too.
So
I would
don't,
buy their
don't
catalogs.
don't overtalk the host, bro. Hold on one second.
My
So
bad. My
therefore,
bad.
Prince put it on Twitter. He actually put it on Twitter about Jay Z and how he was tricked, and Prince was dead 2 days later.
Come on.
He put a little
And
gangster there,
Come
and he
on.
realized that he gave his music back when he died. The same people he fought to get it from got his music back because he
Right
gave it over to
back.
Title.
so,
You know what I'm
Tanique, can I ask
saying?
you a question then?
Go ahead.
Okay, I'm curious. Tanique, so I ask you a question. How do you have funeral? How you have funeral with no bodies then? Please answer this question. How you have funerals with no bodies? Please, since y'all keep claiming all these people are connected. I'm telling you,
Mhm.
everybody's connected, low key related. Y'all don't know this,
From
but
Chicago,
how can you?
I can tell
But no,
you
can
they
I ask you a
have.
question? How can you have
I
a
can tell you
funeral
they
with
have
no
funerals,
bodies?
but I can tell you they have funerals with no bodies, bro. I can tell you
Speak
that
to him.
now. You know, they've been doing that in Chicago for a long
A
time.
lot.
And,
Yep.
and we see, and you see
Let
why
me tell
Keith.
you something. Let me tell you something. One of the reasons they started shooting up funeral homes now
Mhm.
in Chicago is because they realized some of the people they thought they had killed cut a deal with the state and wound up out of the state. And that's why they started shooting up funeral homes.
You
And
know,
That's
shoot,
why I
son.
came to.
But you
Yeah.
know something funny, Tanique? They was doing that here in New York in the '80s. They've been doing that. They don't do that no more. They were doing that in the '80s in New York, shooting funeral homes up. They don't do that no more. But they was doing that in the '80s here.
well,
Like I'm
Andy
saying,
Buck, and the reason why they signed them contracts is most people don't understand. I tell everybody, and nobody listens to me. If you don't read Dark Victory, and this book
Mhm.
was written in I think in the late '70s, early '80s, it has to do with Ronald Reagan was governor and how he cut a deal with the mob, MCA Records. That's in the book. I didn't write the book,
Mhm.
and gave the mob immunity as the president, made Congress and the House give the record industry a
Gotcha.
certain type of immunity. This is one of the reasons why the record industry moved to where, okay, well, they're going to deal with rap a lot. So when you sign a contract, you're not signing MCA, you're not signing to one of those big record companies, you're signing to Rap a Lot. And then Rap a Lot turns around and sign to one of those companies, Sony, MCA, or whatever. So you're not a part of those big record companies. You're a part of Rap a Lot. You're a part of whatever WACK 100 is doing. You're a part of that. So you're not a
Mhm.
part of those big record companies because they were actually thinking about revoking the immunity that Ronald Reagan gave the music industry. And so they came up with these brokers, these third party people. So notice how you get in the game. If the only way you're going to get in the game, you're going to sign the Birdman. Only way you get in the game, you're gonna sign to Jay Prince. Only your way to get in the game, you're gonna sign Lil Boosie. That's what Mo3 did. He signed Boosie,
Yeah.
and Boosie could put him on. You understand what I'm
The
saying? Only way you're
gatekeepers.
gonna get in the game, you're gonna get in the game
huh,
by signing with Lil Durk.
may,
Lil
may,
Durk signed, King Von, but King Von was not signed to OTF. He was signed to Empire, but he got put on by Lil Durk. So that's what they do. They use those third party people to protect the record industry because at
Mhm.
one time Congress was thinking about revoking that immunity that President Ronald Reagan gave them for help. See, the mob helped him become president, President Ronald Reagan, when he was governor of California. That's what Dark
Right.
Victory will teach you. And Nancy Reagan was also a part of MCA Records. The president of it, Ronald Reagan, was one of the presidents of it. And for helping him, he gave the music industry, acting as well, a special part of immunity that you never see any of them. Let's just take a look at Empire. And we ain't got to go through all the names, just some of them. Now, if
Right.
you kill Extension, you kill Mo3, you kill King Von, you kill Young Dolph, the police see a
Mhm.
pattern, you're going to be investigated.
Mhm.
Okay, so why ain't Empire investigated?
Mhm. Yeah, because he's not. He's only. He's part of. What he says is a three-party type of deal, right?
Can I ask
Yep.
you a question, Tanique?
Go ahead,
Tanique,
Doc.
can I ask you a question?
Yeah.
All right, all right. I'm gonna use Jay Prince perfect example. What? All right, how am I gonna put this? I
Take your
come to
time.
you. I come to you. Right? You have
Mhm.
nothing. I'm gonna tell you. I'm gonna make you a star and a celebrity. But you're gonna be the front man. In the public eye, you look like you did everything, but behind the scenes, I did everything. So, what percentage of your life do I own? You're gonna sign a contract I want you to sign because you came here with nothing. You came here with
Yeah.
nothing. I made you. And I'm not talking about, we talking about the lyrics too. I want you to listen carefully. A lot of these people, y'all keep thinking of robbing. They're not robbing them. They didn't come with no lyrics. They didn't write nothing. They lying.
Mm,
Of course, the public sees that. That's why I respect Jay Prince because I made you people and I took a percentage. You've been everywhere in the world. Y'all done took care of your families. Why in the public eye everybody believes I'm the boogeyman when I'm the one that actually made you? You ain't gonna come to the public and tell them you didn't never write the lyrics, you didn't never come none of that stuff that's in the studio happened.
But one
Studio
of the things
gang
I'm gonna say about Prince is I ain't really seen nobody say that Prince ripped them off. Everybody made some money with Prince. They may have blew
yeah,
it.
I haven't either.
no no
Yeah,
no
I
no no
know.
no people was mad. They was
Jay
mad
Prince.
because they wonder why Scarface never left. Yeah, because he can't go nowhere. He can't go nowhere. No, listen, all right, Prince is all right.
What
All
do you
right,
got?
let's
Three
get back
sixty
to
deal?
let's get back. No, 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 no. It's no, 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 no. I'm gonna use you for example. I see you on the street. I'm gonna use. I see you. I see you in the park playing the piano, and I feel I'm a
Okay.
man. I got money. I'm a manager, and I come to you. I'm like, listen, I'm gonna make you a star. But you
Mm,
ain't got nothing. Everything you gonna
nothing.
have is because of me. But y'all
Mm-hmm.
need you to sign this contract. But you're gonna read
Mm.
this contract. This shit might take 20, 30 years because you are gonna now after you leave me, you're gonna be somebody. You can always go get some money. But I
Yeah,
own you.
you get a
What?
little money up front. You get a little money
No,
up
no, no,
front.
no, no, no. You're gonna get no, you're gonna be rich. You're gonna be making money for another 20, 30 years. So why that contract you signed, I shouldn't have it. See, let's get back to these killings, right? Those contracts were only for a year or two. That's why people was mad. People was mad. Biggie was not going to be on that Bad Boy after the album dropped. He was
So what?
gone.
He had already signed with Atlantic and had little Kim them going. He already signed. He was
No, no,
making
no,
music
no, no,
already.
no.
I
That's
heard
the
he
see.
was going
That was
over to Death Row.
Tanique. That's another lie. He wasn't. See, he didn't sign with them. See, he didn't sign with Junior Mafia.
They
That's why he
say
was
he
street
did.
broke.
He signed Junior Mafia. He signed little
No,
Kim to Atlantic.
he signed them. He didn't sign himself. That's the problem, and that's why those snake motherfuckers are in the street. Listen, who was in the car with him? Junior Mafia, right?
Right.
Listen, I don't trust nobody. Little Steve has been telling the same story. I see Little Steve. You from
That's what
Brooklyn,
was
come to
in
New
the
York.
damn studio. That's the one I was about to tell you. He was up in the studio with him. He
And
took.
he said he just happened to take a smoke and see Pac coming up there. That's what he said.
That's what I'm
I mean,
saying.
you. I mean, listen. I say that was. I believe that was a coincidence. But the only problem with that is he was young, dumb, and drunk. They don't know what
Yeah,
the fuck happened.
yeah. He always was drinking heavy.
Now the only like listen, the only problem I always want to know is that now here's another question. I've seen Amir Muhammad. Gene Dale is lying. Gene Dale is a
Hmm.
liar. He's just throwing Gene Dale making up all types of stories because I believe Gene Dale has something to do with it.
Wow.
Both
Mm.
both
Yeah, I'm thinking.
murders.
Yeah, I was. Hey, I was on
Both
top of that too,
listen,
bruh.
both
Before I
murders. I'm
got to
talking
that
about
point,
both of them. Listen, I'm talking about both murders. I'm not talking about one. See, everybody has to
he
be
might be
connected
the
to both,
shooter.
not one. No, no, I don't think he's the shooter, but if it's his story don't make no sense. He's the first one that said he saw Amir Muhammad, and then he
Hmm.
claims he seen David back. All these goddamn people. How the hell you know who these people are? If there's 1,000 fucking people there, how you see all these damn people, but you don't see who do the shooting, and yet it's still yeah. Listen, he see everybody there, right? And then what I don't understand the part about Gene Deal is that who the hell if you Biggie's bodyguard, what the hell you doing in the car with Puppy?
Well, he wasn't Biggie's bodyguard. He's Puffy's bodyguard.
Right.
Oh my bad. Oh so
He wasn't
yeah, but
protecting
yeah.
Biggie that night.
And
No, yeah,
that's
yeah. He's
what
the one.
that's
Yeah,
what
yeah.
little,
He saw.
that's what little,
They saw.
that's what
And they showed
that's
him
what
the.
little,
Go
that's
ahead.
what little seasoning be saying. They say that's his story, but that's not what they saw. And they was in the car with Big.
Listen, Little C's. Listen, Little C was young. Well, I bet you when they came out that Peterson, Little C was drunk. high. All he saw was bullets flying because we from Brooklyn and niggas ducked. That nigga ain't see shit. He don't know what color the car was. He don't remember shit. And there wasn't
He
that
probably
goddamn
used
car, ain't see
Biggie's
shit.
body. You know what I'm talking about?
No, he no, no. He was
Killer
fat.
Mike
No, he was
says,
too big. No,
hold
he
on,
was too
Kill-
big. Listen, let me
hold
explain
on. Indie
something.
Publishing said Killer Mike shot up a rapper like recording studio, and he says Jay Prince is a gatekeeper. Facts.
Mm.
And
I told you.
rapper Crown Reese says that Gene Deal is also in law enforcement, which is true, and Mag has facts.
Listen, let me explain
Yeah.
something. I don't call the gatekeeper. If I made you, I own your ass. Ain't no gatekeeper, nothing. Y'all people, these people on TV lying, they, of course, they are supposed to say what they supposed to say. Behind the scenes, me and you know what's going on. That's the same. If it was me, if it was you or him right now, and I was managing y'all, and y'all was in the world saying the world you did all this shit, I'm not going to give a fuck. I'm behind the scenes making my money. You getting your money, I get my money. When you turn on me, I'm gonna blow your ass up.
Yeah. It's gonna be a problem. Be
Miss
a
Seriously,
But
problem. You know what I
wrong?
mean?
anyway, give me the name of your record
Yeah.
company because I'm sure ain't signing with it, bro.
No. Let me explain something. When you sign these deals, like, all right, I'm gonna be truthful. I tried to get a record deal, right? And the guy told me the only thing I was missing was going to jail. I said, shit, I've been shot, everything else. He said, I was just missing going to jail. I said, oh, so I already knew half the people in my neighborhood were gonna get a record deal. Because they went to jail, getting
Yeah,
shot. Hey, Bed-Stuy was next. But it's just that there are certain criminals that was roaming the streets of Brooklyn, and Jimmy Henchman and Haitian Jack seem to be two of them. And Haitian Jack seemed to rob. I don't know, but it seems like in Brooklyn, all the criminals know each other somehow. They all intertwine, and they all go to the same fucking places. And
yeah,
that's
but
why.
you know the streets know each other. We know what's gonna happen before it happens.
Now, yeah, let me tell you something, Tanique. Let me show you how real life is, Tanique. I think in your young years you could beat Mike Tyson, Tanique. Tanique, you could beat Mike Tyson when you was younger. Mike Tyson can't fucking fight. Y'all, look, I'm telling you, people were punking Tyson in these streets. Boy, listen, that's why Mike Tyson don't live in New York. Boy, he ain't got no store. Man, listen, that's why I
We
blame.
remember what's that one guy who beat him up in they had that fight in that store, the
That
clothing
was a,
store with that.
that was that. Listen, that Mike. Listen, Mike Tyson ain't listen. That was a stage. Mike Tyson. Listen, that was a stage. They would listen. Mike Tyson. Listen, these that stuff. That was a lie. I don't think they even had a fight. They were trying to get them to have a second fight, but then Mitch Green got locked up. I don't know what the hell wrong with Mitch Green. Listen, be
You know,
honest
but
with you.
his eye tells a different story, bro. It was
No,
almost
Yeah. He
somebody
had a
no
big
no.
old knot on
Somebody
his
punched.
face.
No, somebody punched him in the eye. Listen, he probably because he owed them damn drug dealers. But just
Mm.
Harlem drug dealers beat your ass. I don't give a fuck Miss Green. I don't fucking he, no, it looked like somebody to me like somebody pistol whipped him. That ain't like
Looked
a
like
punch to
somebody
me.
stomped him. For real. Yeah, you're
It
right.
looked like he got hit with I don't know. But look, he didn't get a second fight. And here's another thing, right? If y'all think I'm bullshitting, I honestly think Mike Tyson himself staged his fucking losing his fight. He knew he was gonna lose. And you know what I mean why Mike Tyson lost? Because somehow Buster Douglas' mother wound up dead that morning. Yeah, your
wow.
mama died, you gotta fight Mike Tyson. All of a sudden, you gotta fight your mother died. What? All this shit is
Wow.
connected. If you're from the New York area,
Well, many
huh?
people always said that was a sacrifice, and nobody can explain why Tyson never got a shot back at Douglas to get his belt back.
Because no, because you know what happened? Mike Tyson screwed somebody the fuck over. That's why. We gotta remember, Mike Tyson was with Don King, right?
Right.
Yeah.
I'm not right. All right. What? All right. What? All right. I'm forgotten. What? How many fights did he have before? All right. What fight did he have with the Vegas? How many fights did he had after the Vegas fight before he lost the belt?
When he went to
He
jail.
fought. He fought. I think Frank Bruno. Then he fought Bruce Sheldon.
Okay. Now the only question I'm not concerned about who was his manager because I'm not. I'm
Don
still
King.
confused.
Don
Who?
King.
Yeah, Don King still
Don
had him.
King.
Yes.
No.
Yeah, he
No.
had the
Don King.
relationship.
Don King was the manager, but you were right. Jimmy Henchman was the promoter.
He was from to the Frank Bruno Frank too.
Mm-hmm.
What? Oh, now you see. See what I'm talking about? Listen. Jimmy Henchman is what seemed to be the goon, one of the goons of New York. This dude was everywhere. How the hell? I never understood how the hell he man. How the hell? I never understood that. And Haitian Jackson, yo, yeah, y'all need to go question Mike Tyson about that fucking shooting. How you know he ain't say
Hmm.
that dumb man shoot the motherfucker? He's stupid enough. Mike Mike Tyson probably was in the car. He's dumb.
Mm.
No, listen, Shook said he knows the shooter. He's not gonna snitch. I've been shot. I ain't snitch. He knows the shooter. I know, he know who did it. I ain't gonna say nothing. One of them niggas
But
did it.
if you go look at some of the old interviews of Mike Tyson when it first happened, he said some questionable things to me, talking about like Pac was wild and a host of other things, like trying to make an excuse and knew he was gonna get shot. I thought that was questionable.
Nah, I'm gonna tell you what the most questionable thing that nobody pays attention to. You know what the most questionable thing was? How fast the fight ended.
Yep, and it don't even look like he really connected on Sheldon.
And then when you come back, all right, when they're walking back towards the dressing room, you see Mike Tyson hanging with Mike Tyson's thing with Tupac, and then there's Suge, right? So the question
Mhm.
is, where is Jimmy Henchman? You don't see Henchman.
Got
Where
time
he
to go get in
disappear?
the car.
Where he disappeared to? No, he all right. He's put he. If my fighter just won the motherfucking fight, right? We all supposed to be celebrating. Where the fuck is he go? Where he disappear to? Nobody seen. Nobody talks about this motherfucker. And if he's there, Haitian Jack is there. This is before they got into beef. So where the fuck is he at? Where did he disappear to?
Who
See,
knows,
nobody
man?
asks. That's the question. Yeah, Jimmy Henchman, I think, plays a major role in both of these murders too, not just one. Puffy had some help if he did do it, if he's behind it, but he was. I think he was under pressure by certain individuals because they wanted to sign people. They wanted people to be signed, and they wasn't gonna hang with them. So somebody else decided to say, "Fuck it, let's kill the motherfuckers because they ain't not gonna sign."
So
But
last question is if they got if they focusing on Keefy D, if they're focusing, which we see that they are, why ain't the people he named that's still alive arrested by now? Last question.
because
Go ahead, brothers.
because Keefy D's not telling the truth. Keefy D's lying. Keefy D knows who's in that goddamn car, and I don't think it's no Orlando analyst or nothing. I personally think Jimmy Hinch was in that motherfucking car because he wanted Tupac ass out the way, but he ain't had to deal with that motherfucker no more. He was there. He listen. How he to me he set that fight up to be in Las Vegas. Listen, I think the whole shit was set up, but Keefy D is he's not protecting Jim Hinch. He's scared of Jim Hinchman because he's in jail, but he got connections too.
I don't
That's
know,
why
but
I keep.
when he beat up his son, he tried to use those connections and wind up getting more time than life.
No, because you gotta understand. Because here's my problem. Why would he? The only thing I don't understand about Keefy D is why the fuck would you just start running your mouth about some shit out of nowhere? You just started blapping your mouth. And I think when he was saying it at the beginning, he was trying to implicate certain people then, and he wanted people to catch on. But nobody would say nothing because everybody's focused on him fighting Orlando Anderson. And the Keepy D the whole time was lying. The people, when he kept on saying he was in that car, he wanted, I guess he wanted somebody to go find some footage to see what who was got in the car. He wanted somebody to go backtrack footage or something like the Biggie footage you see him getting in the Jeep and shit, something like that. TPD is lying. He knows in that car with him, and he's scared of that person. He's scared to tell who shoot. He's scared of the trigger man. That's what I think. He ain't naming the right people. He just naming all types of bullshit. WACK.100, I don't know that dude, but he seems like he just getting the money grabs every fucking way he can. Cause he seems like he's enough problems with goddamn stuff for some other shit he got going on.
Well, we got Spagillos on here. We got LA 94.6. You got it. You heard what you heard. Well, we had a person who knew Biggie personally and knew the streets of New York, gave us some jewels, some gems we got to go back and study. Well, I want to thank you all for being with us tonight, and we hope you all have a blessed rest of your evening and prepare for your stormy Monday. But nevertheless, I thank you guys for appearing. To all my subs, to all my followers, I say as usual, one nation.
That's what we see Jay-Z has done. That's what we see Puff has done. The music don't become how you pay the bills. It's a lot of pressure off of it. You got other things bringing in income, you can make music.
This
So
new
it's
song
part
with
of
Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face. Like what the fuck is going on? Who told you that song and did you know all along? And why did your bitch sell that painting 2 weeks after he was gone? I'm gonna tell you what it feels like. It feels a little fishy. Feels like something's going on ever since that John Legend song and Khaled's prediction of a Grammy. If you ask me, I can't stand him. Seems a little weird. Question number 1, why is there no blood? Question number 2, Sam left in the AM is true, but you're talking about the shits all up in the afternoon. Don't trip, we're gonna find out the truth soon. Who did what to who? Did they plan to eat the chili fries or was it just a surprise? Can you see the lies of witness in a cowboy's eyes? Are we gonna just sit here and forget? Are we gonna ride like Nip said? It's a little weird that the judge quit. Handing out immunities like candy makes me sick. I got a lot of unanswered questions like, why's the footage all grit and I can't see shit? Who the fuck is that white man in that white BMW? Probably was the FBI. Yeah, I noticed that white guy, and I noticed the car wasn't in the pictures when they showed them afterwards. They thought we would forget. They got that shit backwards. They weren't expecting me to drop this track and raise all these questions with my Mac words. I'm really mobbing through LA smoking backwoods. I've been doing this shit all my life. TMC, AMI. You might just see an empty parking lot when you ride by. Well, me, I see way more. I see an independently owned store. I see the community taking power back, whether you're white, Mexican, Asian, or black. As long as you're not blue. Good ones, there might be a few, but from my life experience, I'm like, fuck that. I'm not defending Eric, but what's the fucking delay? They requested a quick trial, it's been over 800 days. They try to distract us in so many clever, creative ways. Yeah, you got your Grammy, and now you're a billionaire. But what about the families that are still living there? Seems a little unfair, just a little something to compare. I never seen a fireman wearing a bulletproof vest. Yes, the shit to me seems a little suspect. The shit's a little weird. Crisis actors taking away our fathers, making our child some bastards, killing creative men and women for their masters. The waves that Nip wrote in, you didn't know where to begin. A bunch of new chapters. You didn't think about what would happen after. We would put the pieces together on your transparent bullshit. I can see right through it, like the clear blue sky in the LA sunny weather, where the palm trees swing side to side and we ride together on a white horse or a double R hearse in a foreign car. Either way, you gotta be on guard because they're on tap for anyone who's brown or black with tats. Everybody sees it, but nobody wants to attack. It's sad if you ask. We all gotta blast back. We're in the game, but we can't touch the ball. Seems a little unfair if you ask me, that's all. So take your ignorant ass to YouTube and type in Tanika Views to get the real news. We're doing the shit for justice, not views. Sharing knowledge and coming together, that's the real tool. He tried to lead us to the lake, so don't sleep on the knowledge that he gave to me and you. He wanted us to learn from his mistakes, so with our new knowledge, good decisions we could make. And also one thing I wanted to say myself, they killed Dr. Sebi because he was teaching health. Assassins, they come in all shapes and sizes, big booties, hips and thighs. Oh, you're Diddy's girl, right? Oh yeah, John Legend, some things happen at your video shoot. I got a couple questions for you. All those strings you pulled, you still can't make a rap hit. You punk ass little bitch, you probably got a little dick. All the shit that you have to did. This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face. This new song with Nip and Jay, what the fuck, I got something to say. What a slap in the fucking face.